Okay, what we're going to do here is we are going to do a head unit swap. And I'm going to basically take this older head unit, which is the Sony Explode MEX BT 3800U, and I'm going to replace it with the Sony Explode MEX BT 5700U. So I have to put the whole new head unit in and things like that. And it should be relatively easy because it's an aftermarket stereo. The connectors and everything will be the same at the back, but the actual connection to the back of the unit here should be the same as the one that's in the back here, because they're both the same manufacturer and same type of head unit, just a newer, higher version. So what I gotta do is we're gonna pull it out, and yeah, this is gonna be the video of it. Just gonna unplug my iPod and everything. Take the head unit out. And around the cover here is going to come off. Just like that. And we have access to it. Now I'm going to take, which comes with the head unit, is the removing key. I haven't opened this yet, so it's in there. The old ones are around somewhere. I probably stored them somewhere where I can't remember. Obvious. So I got one key out. I'm gonna remove. There. We got two of these. And what I'm gonna do is it's going to go one on each side to remove the head unit. Just like that. Alright. Put this out of the way. Now the head unit is there. We're going to slide it out. Alright. And there we go. Ooh. Gets a little hot in there from the car being hot. Alright. So I'm going to disconnect the back connector here. So all the power and everything's been disconnected. And I didn't use a wiring harness for this, so you can see where the connections here are made to the speakers and the power and things like that, which is right there. And disconnect. That's the antenna for the radio tuner. I'm going to disconnect the subs here. This goes to the sub. And it's actually been a while since I've been in here. I'll show you what I got here. This here is a filter, noise suppressor. So any noise and stuff from the alternator or anything from the head unit or anything gets filtered out. Well, this goes, you know, before it goes to the sub, and the sub's in the back of the car. Alright, so we have all the connections here. This should be relatively easy. And let's see here. So we got the connector, the antenna, and I'm going to compare the back here. They look like the same connectors. Yeah, okay. So I should just be able to put this in. Instead of having to take all the wires off, this is the new one with the new unit. It's pretty much the same connector because it's the same brand. I should just be able to connect the new one in. And yeah, okay. Alright. So this is the new unit that's got to go in. It's pretty much identical on the back as the old one. I'll show the old one I just pulled out. This is the old one. Not a whole lot of difference between the new one. Alright. So I gotta take this off. So I'm gonna slide the keys in. And should be able to. There we go. Slide it out. Where did I lose the keys? I would suggest keeping the keys to the head unit in case you ever want to sell it and take it out, or the previous owner. This one's got the flip display, so the display comes down, then you press the button and eject it. Alright, so now I just basically connect these. Shove these in. There's not a whole lot of room in here, so I want to make sure there's more room in the corner. Now with the head unit, if I did have to switch it, I'd put it in. It would sit in there, and then I would pop these out to where it would stay stuck in there. So with this particular car, as a Volkswagen, there's no screws or anything that have to go in. The actual mount, just, you know, you bend the brackets in, and yeah, it sits in there. And once it's in there, it's nice and snug. Okay. So this is a pretty simple process. What I have to do here is I'm going to run this. This is the external mic that's going to plug in to here. So I got to run this all the way along to go up to my visor. So in behind, which isn't too hard. But first we're going to get this in and turn it on and give it a check. Alright, so I'm going to connect my sub. There is no left or right connectors here because they're essentially the same thing. Left and right when it comes to bass. Alright. Put that in there. Should be able to go snug in the back. Yep. Oh, it's doing something. We're going to connect the antenna. Not a whole lot of room for that. This is pretty simple because it's Is it the same? Ow. Ah, yes, it is. So all I have to do is once I get the ow. No pain, no gain. Once I get this all in and that, then I can snap the thing in place. Actually, I can show you right now how it looks. This just basically goes in like that. Both sides click. There's the head unit all in. That was simple. So I'm going to take the new unit here and I'm going to put it in. Okay, and I'm going to turn it on, and I just have a little switch at the side to see. Alright, ooh, nice. Let me close the window so you can have a look at it here. Or the sunroom. 1:01 p.m. Oh, that's nice. Ha ha ha, sweet. It's a little demo mode that it's going through there. That's pretty sick. It looks nice too. Oh, and you can see the little banner thing. Or, sorry, not the banner, but the metal around here. Let me just put the new one in like that. And it slaps into place. And then, there you go. We still have to put this microphone in. That's all bundled up here. Alright, I'm going to turn it on here. I think it was source. Well, it's doing something here. It's on. And first thing I'm going to do... Ooh. Woofer tune, HPF and speaker select. Nice. What I want to do first here is I want to check, make sure my back speakers and all my front speakers are working. So rear right is working, I can hear the static. Rear left is working, go back to center. I'm going to go to front. Front left is working. Front right is working. Okay. Oh. Oh, that beeping is annoying. So I can press, and if it's anything like the old unit, clock adjust beep. That is so annoying. Good. I'm able to turn it off. Alright, so I should be able to go into here to look at all the available. This is all available stations. This is pretty sick. Okay, got the phone here all paired. I want to go to Bluetooth audio. And let's see what we have here. Play some of my music. Oh. There we go. It's working. You can see the display of the phone and the battery. Okay, that is cool. Alright, we got that. Okay, so now what I have to do is, since I have the head unit pulled out, is I have to run this mic cable, because this is going to go up on the visor. So what I did first is removed the bottom panel here. This is what it is underneath. And I'm going to run along. I actually shoved the cable down. This cable here, I fished down to here, and I'm just gonna attach the mic end to it and fish it up. And then I'm going to run the rest of the cable up along the side. I'm going to take the trim off here and then put it up there. Alright, so I removed the panel that was here on the side, and I have the wire for the external mic just running down here. I have it taped so it's nice and neat. I'll put the cover back on. And it's just, I put it up here, so it comes out of here, and then right there's a little bit of slack in case I want to move, in case I feel like moving the microphone around, and things like that. And it's just clamped on there, so it runs down there. And I have it right here. It's just kind of bunched up under here. And it goes up. And we're pretty much ready to connect it. And we have our external microphone connected to the new Sony head unit, the BT5700U. Alright, so I got the microphone and everything all up. And the trim and everything is back on. So now, what we got to do is we're going to connect it to the microphone, which is right here. Get it here. There we go. Alright, so this is the mic. This is the external mic that we put over the visor. And this is the microphone connector. It plugs in like that. And there we go. So what I'm going to do here actually is I'm going to just kind of make a little bow here with them, because that's a pretty small wire, and I don't want them to get pulled out or anything if I'm removing the head unit. So once that's done and all the connectors are good, we put the unit back in. And to make sure everything slides there, like this. Alright, there's some space in behind, so. And then we're going to lock it in, and you just push on each side till you hear 2 clicks. So there's 1 click, and then the other click. There's 2 clicks. Alright, so the head unit is done, and it's been installed. Everything is ready to go from here on in. And if I ever have to remove the unit again, I've got 2 keys here that I can remove the unit with. Alright, down, in. The CD can go in here, and then flip it closed. We'll turn it on. Put the trim around it. So make sure the trim is alright. Just push on here. And there. Okay, so without the head unit, this is what it looks like. So, and then the unit just goes in like this. And boom. We're good. Perfect. Oh, and there's my connection. All done. Alright, well, hopefully you enjoyed this video on a head unit swapping. Not a whole lot to it since it's from the same, you know, from Sony. So the connectors and everything are the same. But, yeah, give you a little look on how I put things up, and we now have the external microphone up on the visor, and everything looks good. So if you do like the videos that we have, why not subscribe to YouTube channel, youtube.com/MacandTech. Feel free to leave a comment if you'd like. Always read the comments, or a video response on how you do things. This has been the head unit swap, and we'll chat at you later.